Welcome back in the new video to all of you. Now today we are going to study the new chapter related to the chemistry, that is acids, bases and salts. We have already finished the previous chapters. Now in this chapter we will discuss about the physical and chemical features of acids, bases and salts, their usage and the preparation of some important salts also. So let us try to understand what are acids and bases and how salts are formed by the combination of acids and bases. Acids are those chemical substances which are commonly tested by a common man as its sour taste. Acids have sour taste. Another feature of acid for a common man, it turns blue litmus red. Means if we test any substance which has sour taste, we can say that it contains acids. Either these substances are acids or associated with some acidic substances. For example, there are so many things that we use in our day-to-day life which are supposed to contain acids in them. All the sour tasting materials like lemon, orange, curd, vinegar and citrus fruits like guava, unripe mango, grapes and so many fruits and other things that can be used in our day-to-day life. These substances contain acids. Similarly, bases are those substances which have bitter taste in contrast to the sour taste. Bases have bitter taste, just like soap solution, lime means select lime, the lime which we use in the betel during chewing the betel leaf. We feel that if the amount of lime, select lime, that is chuna, is added to a large extent, our tongue gets irritated, corroded, and we feel uneasy if it is consumed in large amount. So bases have bitter taste. In addition to the bitter taste, bases contain materials which when dissolved in water or aqueous medium, they provide soapy touch soapy touch. So these are the common features of acids and bases. Effect of bases on litmus paper, that is, when red litmus is immersed in basic solution, it gets turned blue. Means bases turned red litmus blue, but has no effect on blue litmus. Blue litmus remained blue, but red litmus get turned blue. So bases, aqueous solution of bases have soapy touch, bitter taste, and turns red litmus blue. But we know that there are so many chemical substances which are acids and bases, but it is not advisable to test all the unknown materials by ourselves, because there may be the toxic effect of acids or bases on our tongue or mouth, or may be harmful to our bodies. So it is not advisable to test everything personally. Then there is a question here: how can we test the substance, whether it is an acid or a base? So in order to test the acidic or basic nature or even neutral, without actual testing with our tongue, a method is used or substance is used to detect the acidic and basic nature of the chemical substances, whether present naturally or artificially. Such foreign materials or the external substances or the chemical substances can be used to detect the acidic or basic nature. Such substances are called indicators. As the term indicate, indicators means that indicate the existence of acid or base or the presence of acidic or basic solution. So indicators are those substances, naturally or artificial, that may be used to detect the presence of acid or base by the change of their colors. Means indicators have different colors in different media. In acidic medium, the color of a particular indicator is different, and that of basic medium, it can have different colors. So by change in color, we can find out the whether a particular solution is acidic or basic. The most common indicator is the litmus. First of all, we can classify the indicators according to their origin. Some indicators which are found in natural substances are called natural indicators, and those which are synthesized or can be prepared, manufactured in the artificial manner, that is in laboratory, such substances are called synthetic indicators. The most common natural indicator is the litmus. Litmus may be obtained in the form of solution from a very common thallophytic plant lichen. Lichen may be considered as the symbiotic combination of algae and fungi. It is found that on the bark of old trees, when the outer surface of the tree trunk is deposited with dead tissues of the bark, when there is a continuous rain, then such dead cells starts decaying, and on these decaying tissues of the bark, lichen grows. The basal portion of the lichen is fungi, and that of the upper part of this plant is algae. Algae synthesize food for the fungi, and fungi provide water and minerals from the bark or to the algae. So this is a symbiotic association of algae and fungi. So scientists have extracted this litmus from the lichen. The litmus may be obtained either in solution form, or if this litmus solution, which is purple in neutral state, its color is purple. So when the litmus solution is applied on the blotting paper, and when it is dried and cut into the different strips, the strips of colored litmus is called litmus paper. So actually litmus paper may be of two types, red litmus and blue litmus. Litmus paper, when dipped in acidic or basic solution, they change their color, such as when red litmus is dipped in basic solution, its color changes to blue, and when blue litmus is dipped in acidic solution, its color changes to red. So if we are provided with any one of the litmus paper, either blue or red, we will be able to detect the nature of a solution. How? Suppose you are provided with a red litmus paper. If we add this red litmus to a solution which turns its color blue, we will be sure that the given solution is basic in nature. Basic in nature. Now, the blue colored litmus paper, which is obtained by dipping the red litmus into basic solution, this blue litmus again dipped in acid or acidic solution, its color further changed to red. So we are now able to detect acidic or basic solution by using a single litmus paper, that is red or blue. So in laboratory, the litmus paper is the common indicator or indicator paper which is used to detect the nature of a solution. In neutral solution like distilled water, there is no effect either on the red litmus or blue litmus. So this is one of the natural indicator. Another natural indicator may also be in use in our day-to-day life, such as the turmeric, means haldi. Turmeric powder, when mixed with water, it forms a paste which is yellow in color. But when a few drops of basic solution, just like soap solution, is applied on this paste, yellow paste of turmeric, its color changes to dark brown or reddish brown. So change in color of the turmeric from yellow to red brown is the indication of the presence of base. So with the help of turmeric we can detect the base, or we can find out the basic solution. Now let us try to understand what happens when our cloth, white cloth, is stained with some curry. It gets stained like yellow colored. When we apply soap during washing the cloth, its stained portion turns reddish brown. What happens? During this period or the process, soap solution is basic in nature. It has effect on the yellow stain on the cloth, which is nothing but the effect of turmeric. So turmeric, the yellow color of the turmeric gets turned into reddish brown. This is due to the effect of base. Another common natural indicator that can be used may be the China rose, means petals of the China rose, which is crimson red in normal condition, but when the petals of China rose is boiled with water and we extract the colored solution, it may serve as a good indicator. How? The normal color of this China rose petals extract is purple. When this solution is added to an acidic solution, its color gets changed red. If it is added to a large extent, its color may be crimson red. But when the same solution is added to a basic solution, its color gets changed to green. So the extract of China rose petals may be used as a natural indicator which can detect acidic, basic or even neutral solution by change of its color. In the same way, the red cabbage juice may also be used as a natural indicator. In basic solution, it has also gets turned green. In the same way, other natural substances, natural materials may also be used as a natural indicator. Now let us come to the synthetic indicator. Synthetic indicators are those indicators which are synthesized in the laboratory. Synthesized in the laboratory, just as methyl orange and phenolphthalein. Methyl orange and phenolphthaleins are natural indicators. Methyl orange in a neutral medium that is when it is dissolved in water, distilled water, its color is orange. That is why it is known as methyl orange. The color of methyl orange gets changed from orange to pink when its few drops are added to acidic solution. In acidic solution, its color gets changed to pink red. The same solution when added to a basic solution, when the same solution is added to a basic solution, its color gets changed to yellowish or light yellow, you may say. So the methyl orange has yellow color in basic solution, red in acidic solution, and orange in the neutral solution, means in neutral medium. So acid base indicators may be used to detect the acidic and basic nature, and among which in the laboratory methyl orange is the most common laboratory reagent or the indicators. Another is this methyl orange is actually used for the acid base titration when acid and bases are strong acids and strong bases. Another synthetic indicator is phenolphthalein, which is used for the treatment between or the reaction between a strong acid and weak base, or weak acid and a strong base, or even a weak base and weak acids. So phenolphthalein is another synthetic indicator commonly used in the laboratory to detect the acidic and basic nature of a given solution. So phenolphthalein has different colors in different medium. How? In aqueous and acidic medium. In aqueous and acidic medium, the color of phenolphthalein is colorless, means it has no color, just like the color of water, means colorless. So it has colorless effect in aqueous and acidic medium. But when phenolphthalein is added to a basic medium, its color gets changed from colorless to pink, reddish pink. So just like methyl orange has a pink color in acidic medium, in the same way phenolphthalein has a pink color in basic medium. So using the phenolphthalein we can detect whether the given solution is basic or an acidic. So these are the different indicators, synthetic or natural, which we use to detect the nature of a solution. Another indicator may also be used to detect the acidic and basic solution, which is known as olfactory indicators. As the term olfactory indicates the detection of the smell by our olfactory nerves present in the nasal chamber. Olfactory indicators are those indicators which give information about the acidic and basic nature of a chemical substance or any substance that can be used in our laboratory or our day-to-day life by the presence or absence of their smell. The most common olfactory indicators are the onion pills, clove vials, or other substance like vanilla essence. Clove vial, vanilla essence, and onion pills. These have a specific smell. In a particular medium, the smell of the olfactory indicators get destroyed, just like the onion pills has a specific smell. In order to detect the acidic, basic or neutral nature of a particular substance, the freshly cut onion pills are bagged in a polythene bag or enclosed in a polythene bag along with the fresh strips of cloths, white cloths, fresh strip of white cloths. Suppose that 3 such strips are taken together along with the finely chopped onion pills. Now, if the same is kept for few hours in a fridge, then after some time, means after 6 or 7 hours, if we take out the strips from the bag, the strips have acquired the smell of onion, as these were kept along with the onion pills or the chopped onion pills. Now let us try to apply different solutions one by one on the 3 strips. If the cloth strip is dipped in neutral medium or in acidic medium, they do not lose their particular smell of the onion. But if the 3rd strip is dipped in 3rd solution, means acidic solution, not acidic but basic solution, means basic solution, what happens? It loses its smell. Means when 3rd strip is applied with basic solution, it loses its specific smell. So, such olfactory indicators give us information about the presence of base by disappearance of the smell of the onion from the pills. So, by the in the same way, when clove oil or the vanilla essence are used as olfactory indicators, they also give us the same effect with basic solution. Means in basic solution their specific smell gets disappeared, but in acidic or neutral medium their smell remained on the strip of the paper, cloth piece, and so on. So these are the certain features of the indicators and the common indicators which are used to detect the acidic and basic nature of the solution. Now we will study about the different effects of acid and base in the next video.